show him as much. See as they did our sisters and brothers in Old Hill.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
This'll liven it up. And here we go.
I got me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky with it.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Viceroy. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Oh.
You
Annihilate
presume
these
to
guys.
tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
I think they're dead. Oh, there you go.
Bloody hell!
Yeah.
Reinforcements from the far back!
Oh, hey. Perfect.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
It's fucking hard to get this guy. There we go. Done.
A noble stand.
And this is where I had to stop because my PS5 overheated.
A misguided one.
Oh, speaking of which, let me turn on its fan.
Have but proven our point.
I just went ahead and put a fan next to it, and I'll just blow it
Is in
onto
dire
it.
need of cleansing.
Wow, so none of that counts as countering his moves at all?
To me, boy.
Suck it.
to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him. Over here! Nice try.
Focus. Get rid of him. Some random dude was the last enemy. I really just want to have 40 grand. Like, I'm not going to spend it on any of those songs. There's no way I'm going to spend 40 grand on a song. But I want to be able to afford that. That'll make me feel like I'm wealthy. Like they set supposedly an unattainable goal, and to have that much cash would kind of be like you made it. You know? That's what I want. I want to feel successful.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
I want the storekeep to see that I could, like, to set the money down and go like, oh, a song, huh? Well. And then I put it back in my bag. Oh, I'm not too interested in a song today. I want him to know that I could have.
To stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin.
And then we will wipe them out too. Exactly. I don't care. I'll take care of it.
If the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. People starve. We battle to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we felled, another springs up in its
We gotta just take her down, bro. Don't lose hope.
Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it.
Just gotta take her down.
Always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns,
Ice. And Jill's like, yeah, I'm still here. Jeez. I have yet to see her transform, though. And I've also yet to see her cough up any blood, so maybe those two things are related. Sid transformed like 4 times. He was vomiting blood all over the goddamn place. I can't help but feel like that definitely had something to do with it. Joshua. Poor Joshua. And just all this blood comes out. It's like, oh, Joshua, jeez, never would have made it.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained.
I guess.
Were the Vice Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians.
Nice! Now I have 3 different markings.
Where your loyalties lie.
Jeez, it's starting to get busy up here on my belt.
I
Got
shall
all
wear
these
it
different
well.
insignias.
Sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Neither of them
Thank
made
you,
it.
Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need,
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Fair enough. Kind of excited. I got a good hour left that I get to just play. Ooh, pretty. God, this game looks good. Great lighting. Great water.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
not a chance.
Sounds like someone in that
As a
wall's
guess,
coming to
my
talk
uncle
to us.
leaves were imposters to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Well, shit, you do look a lot like him.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
No, she was always like that. She's
Better
just
or
showing it
worse,
for the first
I've been
time.
charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more
Clive.
about it today. It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good
My name is
boy,
still Clive.
but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Rutherford probably won't survive the journey.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash...
I'm glad we're finally hearing more from Jill. She's been with us since the beginning, and I feel like we haven't talked to her the whole time. But they've been, quote-unquote, together this whole time, so hopefully, you know.
I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself.
And that's
from
why
it
she
so
hasn't
I
been
wouldn't
Shiva
feel
since,
pain
because she was only forced to be Shiva, so she doesn't feel like being Shiva anymore.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
Give her a little...
I must atone for my sins.
Give her a little cuddle, Clive. Come on, now's the time.
When it's done, will the monster cease to be?
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Let's head on back to base. I'm curious, what are we doing over here? What is going on? What? Not at the base,
That's
though.
what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chamber.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Well, there aren't many of those.
Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
Sweetmeats, as it turns out, is awful. That's fried in such a way as to make it like a crisp, delicious little thing. Evidently, I've never had it, but that's what sweetmeats are.
Resurrect one of these recipes?
Yeah, sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses? Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Weird. This has my full focus for no reason.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here.
Ah, well. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, Times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Like, literally a wealth of information. Alright.
Stay sharp.
Yeah? This is the way.
Don't you go causing any trouble.
Shut up. Basically the mayor of this town.
Let's go.
Faster!
Thanks, Gal. Scorpions.
Yeesh.
At least I know what I'm up against.
Dad. Oh, what? Really?
All yours, Torgal.
Nicely done, Torgal. He can see.
Get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Ta-da! Unwanted violence.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Oh, man, I have to be the guinea pig? Very purple.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It
takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine.
What?
Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
Refine it.
Welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway.
So you're trying to poison everybody.
And Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Ugh. He's like knocked down. I'm not sure if we did the right thing. Badge of metals. Oh, nice. Nice. Still playing with it. Oh. We got a good map. I like that. I appreciate it. Let's check the biggest map. Good.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these girls?
There are new clinics being posted.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time.
Oh.
Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the hump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Sure.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right.
I mean, right?
He'll only
It's
smell a
fine.
rat if we both turn up at once. So,
What?
you go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Okay. Our blacksmith, that's who he's talking about?
How are you doing?
Let's
Anything
take a
catch your
look.
eye?
There's
Seen
nothing.
enough?
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are.
Such is the renown of Cid, much of his clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any of their own, and for that I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on a nightstand. May it serve you better than him. I'm only 5 points away. I think if I finish this side quest, I'll probably have enough to clean it out. That'll be the last one. What a trip. Hello.
Sea voyage this time, is it? I can lend you an oilskin if you're looking to keep the salt off your back.
That'd be nice. But won't the oil just make me, like, burn more? He does look sad. He's not smacking anything.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that.
Right.
Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have put the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for?
So you just need a sword to further perfect your sword work, because I'm using some of your shit right now, dude, and it's nice. Super depressed.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen. Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Next all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour or something. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. You don't trust hunters.
This is where I get better armor.
He spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission is for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it.
Us.
Bleeding hell was excited. Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind.
Oh.
While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Alright. Watch how fast I can do it. Oh. Never mind. It's right over there. Oh, never mind. It's just making me go over to the board. If there is a way to accept something off the board, I'd like that, because it looked like it was just up to me to hunt stuff down based off of the descriptions, which I wasn't wild about. Doesn't matter, huh? How do I do something about it? Westgate of Sanbrec. Use the hunt board to locate the griffin. So, How do I do it? Caer Norvent, Westgate, Sandbrak. It would help if I knew where Sandbrak was. Ginger.
Good day to you.
Good day. Okay. And then I just keep going. Alright. Yeah, I think this is the way. Alright. Hello.
There you go. Faster.
What's that? Oh. You can attack stuff? Oh, marvelous chocobo.
No mistakes.
this is it.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
So we are close. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. I like his fluffy little wings. Wow, that does so much fucking damage. Get away from it. No thanks. Yes. Oh. Takes you so long to recover, Quad. Heal. Perfect timing. Whoa, that was cool. Wow.
I needed that.
No. Fuck. In there. Ah. that moves. Ow, what?
Nice try.
Wait, did Clive make that noise? What was that, Clive? I'm going to continue. This game doesn't seem to really care. Doesn't seem to have a punishment. It's not like Final Fantasy IV. And it doesn't really make a difference to me that I got potions. It literally makes zero difference to me. What could make a difference is actually getting to spend some of my points. Oof. And that's before you find out that you only have 500 points. No, I don't feel like any of these really would make a grand difference. What would make a difference is if I was able to upgrade this, or upgrade any of these. Because then it would be able to do more damage. This seems to be what does the most damage, from what I've been able to use. Pop that on there for now. Even though, probably not the best decision. Stand by it. Yeah. Let's continue forward, and we're gonna go, get to that critter, which I thought was here. So wait, is the griffin gone? I'm confused. Action focused. Yeah, do that. I don't know what happened exactly. What I do know is that, yeah, it looks like this is the battle area. It did autosave me because of the cutscene. Let's just go forward and see if it starts the fight. Might as well. I mean, it's just like getting to spend points versus not getting to spend points. I will spend points. I'd rather spend the points. There you are, you beautiful bastard. 11 o'clock. I have 15 minutes to fight you. Way into it. Fuck. I hate that. Dick. Got you. Good fight. Oh, it just gives you the money instantly. It's saying I already had collected the bounty off that other mark. Okay. Well, that's different. That's awesome, actually. Means there's only 2 other things. It's almost too bad. It was really cool looking. That was
something there, boy.
Pretty real looking when it died. That just made me sad.
Could that be our man?
Let's find out.
Are you all right?
Doesn't look great.
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for
so much for a fair price.
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life.
Apparently that's the trade secret.
I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
Oh, weird.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
It was a tough mark. Took me 2 tries.
This will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Oh, I bet it'll just raise him to a level we've never even seen. He'll be elated. Here, I'll just go grab this one item because I am very injured. Hopefully it's a potion or something. Okay. And then I will go home. It's kind of the perfect game to play before work because there's so many side missions in it. And it's stuff you do want to do, but it's not the main story. But, yeah, because if it's main story, like, you won't want to leave halfway through, like, a super important quest, but this is just a couple little quick quests.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive?
Pretty good.
Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille,
I did.
I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see, and his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor, and again most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen,
You did mention guild rules, so makes
Should
sense.
have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
And
was
you'll
the
probably
idea.
be able to make better armor now.
Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this.
Oh.
There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for.
Hey, that's what I wanted to hear.
Baron, I've got work to be getting on with.
Just improved our entire armed forces defenses. That's awesome.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
No problem, buddy. And I got very well compensated. Yeah. Look, my renown. The Drake Slayer's belt recipe has been unlocked. Neat. I still have a couple minutes. You've obtained a design for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options. Okay. I don't even... It's just a black belt. Let's see what the difference is.
Back are you? What do you want?
Ethereum? No, I don't have Ethereum. It's probably some other exotic mark that I don't have. So I'm gonna go and check the Soothsayer, see what she's got. Might equip this Berserk ring, and then I'll call it. I gotta end my stream and go to work. I won't be off until 9 p.m. I doubt... Oh, no, that's after I've walked home. It's counting it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Well, I just
Your benefactors
upgraded.
are a generous lot.
Oh, what? Oh, it's just unlocked. New tiers. I thought it said 100. Well, that's fine. Pillow talk.
Come again.
That's fine.
May have more for you.
Let me check this.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
I don't think there is anybody on the list. Alright, thought so. Yeah, all that'd be left would be bounties. And I do want bounties, but it's not like I'd have time to do anything, really. Like, trying to, piece it isn't really what I want to do. I was hoping it'd mark it. We'll be back later.